What the fuck? Well, that's kind of good in a way. At least they're always angry and sad and shit. So at least they go out in the woods and do this shit.
Yeah. They have the decency to get away from people.
Yeah. Oh, she needs a hug.
No, she needs someone to push her down by the neck, pull her hair back, and let her scream. I wonder if this lady's like, she's just like smarter than everybody else, and she like, puts up a website. You can come down here in the woods and fucking wherever the fuck, and I'll let you pay me $500.
Yeah, $1,000. They're getting fucking rich off of this shit.
Yeah, and you can just scream while I hold your hair. She just cracks her neck and throws her in the ditch.
Next.
Yeah.
So this young goddess right here, she's releasing all of her trauma in this video. As you can see her face, bro, oh my gosh, this is intense. And this is how it feels when you release all of your trauma that you've been through.
I'm releasing mine.
Fun fact, your mother didn't carry you for 9 months. Women carry their eggs their entire lives. You have essentially been through every trauma she experienced in every womb before hers. Well, no, because the sperm is the life.
Yeah.
It fucking doesn't...
Saying this about spirituality. Number one, a lot of people think you're supposed to be vibrating high 24/7, but there are times where you will be vibrating.
I'm done with the spirituality.
Yeah, fuck that.
That one confused me. I couldn't...
Oh no, fucking furry.
One of the things I always make my hearing friends...
I think I've mentioned before that these furry kids in this fucking school were complaining that there was no litter box in the bathroom. That fucking dumbass school put a fucking litter box in the bathroom.
Oh, really?
Weirdos fucking piss and shit in the fucking litter box. I'd have stuck your face in the shit, man.
Could you imagine going to the bathroom as a kid and someone's taking a dump in the litter box in the corner, like under the sink?
You put the hand in there and scratch the litter to cover it up. Damn sick fucks.
They used to complain about smoking in the boys' room.
Yeah.
Now they got bitch about taking a shit in the litter box in the boys' room.
Man, has this world changed, dude?
Is stand to the left of me. Because I'm deaf in my right ear and hard of hearing in my left ear, I hate whenever my friends stand to the right side of me and I have to look over to the right and break my neck while trying to hear. And because my hearing friends always forget, I have to train them to stop doing that. What I do when my hearing friends stand to the right of me, I will literally stop talking, fold my arms, and stare at them forever until they realize their mistake, because they can't keep doing that.
The fact that no one's broken her fucking jaw yet.
I know.
You know why she's in their car filming this? She has no friends anymore. She's like, what do I do?
I'll talk to myself.
Yeah, she just stares at them. They just walk away and never talk to her again. What a fucking deaf bitch. Oh.
And I get that people will forget, but what do you want me to do? I can't have a sign that says deaf.
Yes, you can. Oh no.
The "you need to try to look like a woman" crowd is gonna hate me when I get my face and boobs done.
I'm still dressed like a tomboy. You're a fucking guy.
You know,
oh, sexy, man.
The thing is they act like they're getting one on us by deforming themselves.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't even know you. I'm gonna forget you exist in 3 seconds.
Yeah, and the joke's on you.
Yeah, and then you have to live with whatever you fucking do to yourself.
Cut your cock and balls off, then the joke's on you, you dumb fuck.
Yeah, like, we're gonna forget we even seen this in 5 seconds. And then they're gonna be fucked for life. And they're like, we got it.
Fixed them.
Yeah. They fixed us all right.
Y'all do know that this is the dystopian timeline, right?
Oh, no.
Like, you can keep on reading your dystopian novels or whatever, but you are living it. I mean, we've got 3 billionaires in the United States that own more wealth than the bottom 50% of Americans. If those aren't the big bad guys, then who is? We're walking off a climate change cliff. Like, I don't know what more evidence you need. We've got robot dogs, but this is the bad timeline.
How did gay men get
Oh no.
limp wrists? It's a ridiculous stereotype, but there is historical explanation. Let's go back to ancient Rome. Teachers of rhetoric or persuasive speaking discouraged limpness in public speaking because it was thought to be a lack of masculine control over the body. This wasn't about homosexuality because the Romans also thought that men sleeping with men was very masculine. But in the 18th century Europe, homosexuality was seen as the opposite of masculinity. During this period, physiognomy, or otherwise known as a pseudoscientific practice of assessing one's character based on their physical appearance, was in full swing.
I mean, you've had perverts throughout history, like Caligula Caesar, man. He was a fucking weirdo, man. I mean, he fucked his own sister. He fucking tied some guy's dick up and fucking forced a couple of gallons of wine down him, and stabbed him in the stomach to watch the wine come out. But the Romans were some decadent motherfuckers, man, you know. But whenever societies, whenever they get to this point, they cease to exist.
Yeah.
And that's what's starting to happen in America, man. If this country don't straighten out, we're going to be like the Roman Empire, man. We're going to cease to exist. And right now, it's being destroyed from within.
Yeah.
Between these migrants and these weirdo woke fucks, man. And the bad thing is they're indoctrinating the kids. And that's the sad thing, man. And they're going to grow up, and I can't imagine what these little kids now are going to be like when they grow up, man. I'm goddamn lucky I got 4 normal grandkids, man.
Well, what's going to happen, I think, is, did you see that video of Bill Clinton the other day?
No, I didn't.
He was talking about how, because we're having a population collapse because no one's having kids anymore, you know? Well, he was saying, well, we have to import the migrants, otherwise we're not going to have a population anymore. I think they're trying to, drive everything to where all of us die, and they can just replace everybody with the migrants.
Yeah,
you know
what's going to happen. Well,
because look at what they're doing. They're trying to get, like we were saying earlier, like the opposite of stoicism, make people act in the moment emotionally, which is what's causing all these school shootings and weak men doing fucked up shit. And then they're giving everyone puberty blockers, which is making them sterile and cutting off their dicks.
They're chemically castrating them.
Right. So now, not only are they being indoctrinated, but they're making it so they can't have kids. Then they're pushing that those death, those suicide pods.
Oh yeah,
where you just get in, press a button, and it kills you. It's like everything is to kill us. Making it to where you can't afford to fucking eat unless it's some garbage food that fucking gives you cancer. And it's like everything is just each of these things is just going toward wiping us out.
Well, a good example, man. I went in one of them dollar stores one time. I was looking through the freezer. And they had these hamburger patties. And man, I picked one of them up and just looked. The whole back of the package. I mean, they had beef hearts, and they had all kinds of weird fucking cuts from the cow. And then the rest was all chemicals, man. The whole back the line was like, the package was like that, and about that long. It was just fucking chemical after chemical after chemical. I mean, all you're eating is shit meat and a ton of chemicals. Man. You might as well go out and go into chemistry lab and start licking
Drink
shit,
some
man.
Windex.
Yeah. Rome and determined that strong-charactered real men had unyielding wrists. Therefore, gay men, which were the opposite of real men, had limp wrists.
I've been seeing a lot of TikToks lately about people complaining about how hard it is to live in America and everything's more expensive and it's a third world country with a Gucci belt. And I just want you to know one thing. You are not crazy. That is fact. We rank 25th in the world for economic freedom, 129th in global peace, the land of the 15th freest, 15th, 17th for quality of life, 20th for gender equality, 18th for healthcare, but we spend more than anybody else. We have the lowest life expectancy for men and women of any country with a high GDP. We rank second to last in
I
child
don't
care
think
quality.
that's true.
29th in work-life balance, no surprises there. Pay attention, because this is a weird one. The scale for this one says that...
Okay, work-life balance. Okay, maybe we don't have work-life balance like some other countries, but we're the ones who invent everything, get everything fucking done, and we pay for all the other countries so that they can have their work-life balance. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, they'd be fucking broke. We protect them from fucking dictators who want to invade them. It's like, we do the fucking work. That's why. See, this is the problem with the whole like welfare thing. Is if you grow up waking up every day, you never see your parents do anything. You don't do anything, but there's always food in the fridge and the electricity's always on, and you don't realize that all the other people have to bust their ass and give up their life and their time and their body, fucking breaking their fucking back every day to make sure that your shit's straight, you know? And it's the same thing with the countries too.
And they have no sense of
responsibility or
and if everything just comes easy, you know, there's no
if you never had to earn anything you got, you don't understand the concept.
No.
You think it's just automatically there.
Yeah, gimme.
Yeah, you think there's just a money tree that, you know, someone's allowed to pick from so they can give it to you, but it's not like that.
There was a guy at work, I remember when I was hourly, before I was a supervisor at work, I was hourly, and you know, they would go around asking for voluntary overtime. I always said, hell yeah. Well, there's one guy always denied it. No, I don't want it. And then payday comes. And he says, oh man, next day, you know, we got paid on Thursday, Friday. He said, hey man, you got $10 I can borrow? I said, no. Well, you worked all that overtime last week.
Yeah.
I said, well, you could have worked all that overtime last week too, but you said, no, fuck you. No, I ain't giving you shit.
Yeah, I remember
yeah, you got the money because you worked all that overtime last week. Well, hell yeah, I did. But that's for me, not you, fucker. Eat shit, work overtime, fuck stick.
Yeah, dude, I remember I had my paper out and fucking these kids I knew were riding their bikes past me as I'm delivering the papers, and they one of them, he rides past like, Dell has to do his paper out. He's like, at least I got money. And he stopped on his bike. He's like, you got some money?
Yeah.
I was like, it's my money, not you, you motherfucker.
Exactly, yeah.
Dumbass. God, I just don't understand that mentality.
Number one country has the highest rate of poverty. What that means is 54 countries have a lower poverty rate than the richest country in the world. We do, however, rank number one in a few places. We are absolutely killing the game in the cost of college. Number one, baby! Scotland tried, but we do have...
And that's because the government gives out the loans to go to college. So the college can raise their prices like that, like to whatever they want, because they know the government's just going to give the kids the money.
Yeah.
And then the kids, now you're a slave to pay off that debt. If the government didn't give out the loans to go to college, then colleges would be empty unless they made it affordable.
Yeah.
So...
I thought about this earlier. We were talking about migrants and shit earlier. Sweden brought in, I think it was like over 1 million, because their population, they brought in like shit ton of migrants in there. Now they're having fucking, they're highest in Europe for crime. There's fucking shooting. There's gang shootings and people getting killed in drive-bys in Sweden.
Yeah.
Well, they took in like 1 million something migrants or something, and they don't have that big of a. They said they told the percentage of the population that were, you know, migrants and stuff, and it was high. And all this, they're the leading country in Europe that's got all this crime now. Fucking unbelievable. You know, you have to vet. You just don't bring. You gotta vet people, man.
Yeah, and make sure that they fit in with your culture, so you don't get drive-by shootings.
And it's not, you know, and every time if you speak against it, you're a racist automatically. You know, that's horse shit, man.
Overdoses.
Common sense.
And you can always rest assured that you live in the richest country in the world, except that the richest 10% own 70% of the wealth and the bottom half are fighting over 2.5% of it. What I'm trying to say is if you feel like you're struggling just to survive right now, and this seems like a bunch of bullshit, it's because it is a struggle to survive right now, and it is a bunch of bullshit. I just want you to know one thing.
Jesus
you are not
Christ.
crazy. That is
I'm
fact.
starting
We
over
ranked
again.
25th in the world.
Obviously, go watch the full video, but I just wanted to